guys, welcome to the 2019-2020 Hustle Sanely Digital Teacher Planner Tour. I'm so excited to show you guys around this planner. This is the first teacher planner that we have put together, and I'm so excited because teachers have such a special place in my heart. I used to work in a school setting as a speech language pathology assistant, so anyone who works in a school I have mad respect for. So when you guys asked if I could please put together a teacher planner, I just could not resist. So here is a tour of the digital teacher planner. I want to let you guys know that if you have any questions about any of the tools that I'm using as far as my stylus, my iPad, the program, things like that, go ahead and take a peek at the FAQ section on my website. I have a whole digital planning section there with frequently asked questions as well as a video library full of different tutorials on how I like to digital plan. I'll make sure to link that down in the description box below, but let's go ahead and take a peek inside the planner. So I wanted to keep the color palette nice and calm because I feel like especially elementary teachers, you see bright colors all day every day. So I wanted something that was going to be easy on the eyes. It's nice and simple and it's super functional. So when you swipe, you're going to see the cover page here. It has a place for you to write your name and the school name, and just so you guys can kind of see how that works. I'm trying to reach around my camera here, so please excuse my awkward hand angles. I'll just put my elementary school where I went. So you'll just make sure that your pen tool is turned on. You can zoom in, which I find zooming in helps me write a little bit neater. Okay, so obviously you can take your time and make it what you want it to look like, but you can use different colored pens, and like I said, I have tutorials on my website on how to change things like that. So once you're done writing, the only way that you're able to turn pages is if you have your writing tool turned off there. So let's go ahead and look at what we have. So this is just a thank you and tips for use page. All of these are linked, so you're able to click through to them, and right here will take you straight to that FAQ page, and right here will take you straight to that video tutorial library that I was telling you about. So there is that. This right here is going to be kind of like your home base. So all of these are linked. So whenever you click them, it's going to take you to that specific spread. And then these three down here, front, index, and blanks, whenever you click those are on every single page. Those will also take you directly to that no matter where you're at in the planner. So for example, if you click front, it's going to take you right to the front. If you click index, it's going to take you right to the index. And if you click blanks, it's going to take you to blank pages, which we'll get into in just a second. I'm going to go back to the index for now. So this is just kind of a rundown of everything that is in here. I'm not going to go through and click them one by one because I'm going to be swiping through the entire planner. So you'll see everything that is on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first pages are blank pages. My suggestion for all of the blank pages as well as these templates, which you will see in just a second, I would not recommend writing on any of them. I would leave these copies blank and use the copy paste technique, which I will show you. That way you can put them wherever you want them to be in your planner, which I can go ahead and talk about these tabs now. There are 10 blank tabs over here on this side, and they are all linked to just a blank page right now. That's because they are created as blank so that you can use them however you want to use them. Maybe you want one to be your grade book, maybe you want one to be your student information. So you can make those however you want to make them. And the way that I like to use tabs is by using the bookmark feature in GoodNotes. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that now just so that I don't forget. So let's say you want tab 1 to be your grade book. So the first thing that I would do is click right up here, this 4 quadrant of squares, and you're going to want to find the grade book page. It would be easier if you just already had it open, but I already know where it is since I made the planner. So it's right here. Okay, so now it's selected. You want to click edit, and then select the page you want to copy down here in the lower left. Okay, so now you have that copied. So now you're going to hit done and kind of get out of that view. And then you're going to go over to the first tab. Oops. So you're gonna click that first tab. It's very hard to do this without being close to the iPad. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna paste that page in here. So, right here, I would write something on here. Obviously you can do this way cuter, but I'm just gonna do it for like my own purposes. I'm just gonna write GB for gradebook, and then I would go in here and do this right here and click bookmarks. Add this page as a bookmark, and then I like to do mine in all caps, and then I would just put grades. Okay, so now whenever you click that quadrant, you can click bookmarks and it'll show you these are your tab names. So grades, so then if you click that, it'll take you straight to it. But now to insert the template of the grades spreadsheet, you're gonna go back to thumbnail. So now you're on that GB page, your gradebook page. So you're going to hit the addition sign in the top left corner. And then you're gonna hit right here, because I wanna put it right after the tab. Paste copied pages. Okay, so now you have your gradebook page. So you hit done. Let's say you want to go back to the front. Make sure your writing tool is turned off. Front. Okay, so now whenever we click the first tab, right here, it should take us to our gradebook. Good, so this is our cover page, and then you scroll, and there is your gradebook right there, and then this will be a blank page. So you can insert as many pages between tabs as you would like, okay? So let me go back to the index, and now I'm just gonna give you a peek at how all of the spreads look. So, if you scroll, like I said, you get a blank page, and again, I have blank pages so that you can copy and insert them just like we just did throughout the planner, so you can use them as you need them. A grid page, so if you want to like draw your classroom layout or anything like that. A dotted page, and a lined page. So again, anytime you click blanks, it's going to take you straight to that first blank page. And then our next template, I have a lesson plan template, and I gave you guys two, one with the days on the top, and then one with the days on the side, just because I did get requests for both. And then there's a place to write the date, and then I thought it would be fun to write a weekly memory, so I have that there so you can write that right in. Unit planning, year at a glance, and there's a box for each month, and then a notes box down here. We have just a notes page, and you can write the date there and then just write notes. You can insert photos. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with digital planning. A daily to-do list here, and then a brain dump page to go along with that. A weekly to-dos, and then again a brain dump page to go along with that. We have our daily schedule, a place for you to write the time and then the activity, and then a place for your special schedule, and then a little reminder section, like let's say the kids need to dress a certain way for PE or something like that, you can write that down. Or maybe you don't have a special on Thursday of next week because there's an assembly, you can write that down. Next we have standards and objectives, so the code, the standard, and the objective. And then we have student information, and there is a place for name, student number, transportation, birthday, services, and notes. So there's, I think, 25 spaces for student names, but if you have more than that, the beauty of digital planning is you're able to copy and insert pages. So as long as you follow the method that how I just showed you how to do it, your tabs should not get messed up. So if, let's say you have more students, so you need another one of these, you would go back to the quad square up there. You're going to have it selected, which it already is. You're on the thumbnail view. You're gonna click edit, copy down here in the lower left. Okay, so now we're copied, done. The plus up here. And I'm gonna put it right here, right after the other one, just so they're right next to each other. So paste copied pages, done. Okay, so now here's where we were before. Student information, student information. So now you have two of those. So I hope that kind of helps you see how that works. Then we have student services. I'll zoom in here. And again, as you're writing, it makes it easier to write if you zoom in. I'm trying to do this left-handed, I'm sorry. So there's a spot for name where you can check the service, and I left some blank spaces in case you need to write services that aren't listed. And then over on this page here, there's a place for you to check the days and then write in the times that each student has each service. We have a birthday reminder here, a login tracker, so program, username, password, grades. Same thing with this. You can totally feel free to duplicate this as many times as you want if there aren't enough spaces for your students here. Professional development tracker, so a spot for you'd write the date, location, the topic, any follow-up tasks that you need to do, or like if you learn about a book you want to pick up there, like you can write that in there, and then any notes from the session. Observation notes, this is for when you're observed, so date, the standard you taught, who you were observed by, a little summary of your lesson, space for a reflection, and then feedback from observer. And then I have a spread for student observation notes, so when you're observing a student, date, student name, activity observed, start time, end time, and then notes. We have a communication log, so there's a spot for a date, names, the student name and the guardian name, the method of how you contacted them, and then any notes about the communication. We have a data tracker, so student name and then assessment type, and there's 4 of them, date, score, and notes. And then here's just another kind of goal tracker here. I gave you options just because I didn't know which one you wanted. And let's say you only want to copy this part, you don't want to copy the whole thing. I'm going to show you guys really quickly how to do that too. So you're going to use the lasso tool, which is right up here. And then you want to make sure that you have images turned on and handwriting. If you have handwriting on it that you don't want the handwriting to follow you, you turn that off. And I don't use text boxes, but if you do, make sure you have that on or off according to what you need. So what you're gonna do is draw a line around it. This is a very sloppy line, but that's okay, we can fix it. Take screenshot. So then here you're gonna hit copy. Okay, so now let's say one of your tabs, let's say you assigned it to data, let's say you chose this one. So now you can paste that in, and I'll show you how to crop out the spiral. So you just hold your Apple Pencil on there. There you go, you select paste. And now you're gonna click it once, click crop. So now you can kind of crop it down, get rid of the ugly spirals, the bottom that we kind of caught on there a little bit. Done. And then it allows you to resize it as well. And let's say you want it to be sideways for whatever reason, you can do that. And let's say you're like, okay, I don't like how this looks, I don't want to do it this way anymore. You can delete it by tapping once and then clicking delete. Okay, so let me take us back to where we were. Let me go to the index. I believe we were at data tracker. Yes. So then the next page, I have IEP planning, student name, date of IEP meeting, student strengths, areas of concern, recent assessments and evaluations administered, and there's a spot for you to write what it was, the date, the score, and any notes. Sent meeting information to parents on, and that's for you to write the date that you sent home information. Present level information, goals, accommodation, notes, and to do. And then we have a small group tracker here, so a spot for date, student, lesson, level of understanding. There's enough spots for 5 students in a group. And then we go into the monthly spreads. So these tabs over here do work as well, and it goes from August 2019 to July 2020. Let's say you want to go to January. You click January and it takes you straight there. So that is a peek at the teacher digital planner. I tried my best to keep this as quick as possible, but I wanted you guys to be able to see everything. If you are interested in purchasing it, I will have a link to my Etsy shop as well as my TPT store. It will be available in both. So those links will be down in the description. And don't forget to visit my website if you're interested in the FAQ page and the video tutorial library. There are lots of videos on how you can insert stickers. I have some teacher stickers, which I don't know if I have them pulled up. I do! That's exciting. Okay, so I can show you. So you can use these stickers throughout the planner as well, and you're gonna use the lasso tool just like how I showed you. So let's say you have a class party one day and you wanna put that in, you'll use the lasso tool. This is an image, so you want images turned on. You're gonna outline what you want, take a screenshot, copy, and then you're gonna open the planner again. Beautiful. And let's say we have a party on April the 22nd. So you're gonna hold here, paste, you can make it smaller. If you wanna get rid of some of the white space, you can crop it. The stickers don't come with the planner, they're separate, but they are in my Etsy shop as well. So yeah, you have that. And let's say you have to end up changing it because you're like, oh my gosh, this doesn't work. We're actually having the party on the 23rd. So you wanna make sure your writing tool is turned off. You're just gonna hold it, click edit, and then you're able to move it wherever you want. You can change the size. And let's say you're not having a party at all, delete. So that is what the 2019-2020 Hustle Sanely Digital Teacher Planner looks like. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have the best school year ever.